A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke, chapter 2, verses 41 to 52. Passage taken from the Message version of the Bible. Every year, Jesus' parents traveled to Jerusalem for the feast of Passover. When he was 12 years old, they went up as they always did for the feast. When it was over, they left for home. The child Jesus stayed behind in Jerusalem, but his parents didn't know it. Thinking he was somewhere in the company of pilgrims, they journeyed for the whole day and began looking for him among relatives and neighbors. When they didn't find him, they went back to Jerusalem looking for him. The next day, they found him in the temple, seated among the teachers, listening to them and asking questions. The teachers were all quite taken with him, impressed with the sharpness of his answers. But his parents were not impressed. They were upset and hurt. His mother said, "Young man, why have you done this to us? Your father and I have been half out of our minds looking for you." He said, "Why were you looking for me? Didn't you know that I had to be here, dealing with things of my father?" But they had no idea what he was talking about. So he went back to Nazareth with them and lived obediently with them. His mother held these things dearly, deep within herself. And Jesus matured, growing up in both body and spirit, blessed by both God and people. The Gospel of the Lord.
Reflections on the Gospel according to St. Luke chapter 2 verses 41 to 52. Make your family your confessional. On the last Sunday of the calendar year, we celebrate the Feast of the Holy Family. On this feast day, we are offering our own families and all the members on the altar of God to ask Him to bless them and to obtain for them the guidance of the Holy Family. Today's Gospel describes the fifth joyful mystery in the Rosary prayer. Only St. Luke reports the event of the child Jesus being lost and then found in the temple. They travel around 80 to 90 kilometers from Nazareth to Jerusalem to make this pilgrimage. But there are some surprising elements. We are surprised by the behavior of Jesus. He stayed in Jerusalem without informing his parents. Has it not occurred to him what anguish he would have caused his parents? And when they found him, Jesus seemed surprised that they got worried. Perhaps we forget for a while that what we are looking at is not a chronicle. How is it that they find him after 3 days? How is it that they did not seek him in the temple in the first place? Indeed, this is a theology text composed of biblical images. Luke wants us to interpret the text in the story correctly. In the story, he never names Mary and Joseph. He always says the parents, the father, and the mother. And in Jewish culture, the term parents or father represents the link with the tradition. And for an Israelite, the mother is Israel, the one who has begotten her people. We also find this mother in other Gospels. In the Gospel of John, for example, Mary is not named. It is said that the mother was present at the foot of the cross. But it does not say Mary is the mother. We must pay attention to this expression. Luke introduces into the narrative these parents as representatives of tradition. The parents look for him, and after 3 days, they find him in the temple. That 3-day search is a clear allusion to another desperate 3-day search, that of the women who find him on the 3rd day of Easter. They will seek Jesus in the wrong places, among the dead, defeated, and condemned in history. Instead, the God of surprises surprised everyone by showing that he is alive and has conquered death. While celebrating the feast of the Holy Family of Nazareth in 2013, Pope Francis pointed to the Holy Family as an example for our own families, helping us to become families of love and reconciliation where there is tenderness, mutual help, and mutual forgiveness. Remember the 3 key words that Pope Francis suggests for peace and joy in the family: may I, thank you, and sorry. When in a family one realizes one has done something wrong and knows how to say sorry, in that family there is peace and joy, said the Pope.